Okay. I think this is attempt 5? 5 or 6. Mario before 40. Here we go. Okay. That settles the question of whether I've gotten better or worse. I was reading a book this morning about sports psychology and like self-hypnosis in sports, which was apparently used successfully by many tennis stars in the 80s and 90s. It was good. It was kind of funny because it's like talks about basically visualization, like imagine yourself winning the match, or just like repeat to yourself like I will win the match. Or you can be more micro and be like, I don't know much tennis stuff. I will follow through on all my backhands or something like that. And it's, the book recommends that by doing these things you can be more successful in tennis. But it's funny because the way the book is written, you can tell at the time they were like, nobody's going to believe that this shit is real. So we have to convince everybody in the sports world that this actually works. The book, I guess, is mostly accounts of people who've successfully used it. But I haven't gotten to that portion of the book yet because it's explaining basically what it is. I think in an attempt to be like, see, it's not insane. It's an okay thing to do. Anyway, I was doing it, just reading it, just because I was interested in it. But then I was like, maybe I could do that for Mario. Like, maybe I can visualize winning the game, and that will help me win the game. And I was like, it actually might even be easier than a normal sport. Because it's like, well, with Mario, the level's going to be the same, right? It's not going to be like going up against a different opponent anytime. It'll be kind of similar each time I do it. So I considered it. But I haven't actually tried it yet. I haven't tried to visualize myself winning, nor have I tried to be like, okay, here's a technique, you know what I mean? But I guess if I knew the levels well enough and I could play them through in my mind, or if I like looked at a map and was like, every night before I go to sleep. That's probably the most woo-woo part of the book, is it talks about like how you have these certain kinds of brain waves, and when you're awake, your brain waves are not very susceptible to suggestion, but as you're falling asleep, your brain waves become more open to suggestion or like disruption. So that's why, like, when you dream, for example, things that don't make sense in your waking life make sense in a dream. So maybe that's what I should do to make this work. What I'm saying is I'm trying, everybody. I'm not trying. I'm not trying as hard as I could to make this happen, but I am trying. I mean, this is the most stick-to-itiveness I've had for a goal for quite some time. You can't shoot fireballs while you duck. I don't know if I knew that. I would have guessed no, but I didn't know. Oh, God. So I've thought about it. It's funny, too, because the person who wrote the book keeps stressing that it's like, look, if you suck at tennis, you're not going to win Wimbledon by visualizing you winning Wimbledon. It's like, you have to, like, train. You have to be a very good athlete. Like, you can't just do this, but you could do this in addition. Oh, God. Come on. I don't think I've done a bonus stage like this the entire time I've been doing this. This is the first time. I mean, maybe this is a key to victory that I should consider, because if I hit World 8 and I have 10 lives instead of 3, that does give me a better shot of success, right? Because if I have 10 lives, I'll get more chances to play the other levels, instead of having to try and do it with 3. Oh my God. I think they put that brick there because they're like, we know these springy things really suck, so we want to give you an alternative. But yeah, I was like, maybe I should use what elite athletes use to do this. So I'm either going to start visualizing or start taking steroids. Which sounds silly, but it could work. Everyone thought in baseball, like they never tested for steroids because they're like, well, it's a skill sport, it doesn't matter. And then it's like those guys started hitting all those home runs and they were like, oh, fuck. It makes you better at skill sports too. Well, shit. I wonder if they drug test in like video game championships though. I feel like Adderall would be the drug of choice for those. Like stay up all night on speed, basically. Although this is stereotyping, but I gotta believe a high percent of the video game championship athletes probably do have a legitimate Adderall prescription. That just seems like a crossover audience there. Thank you. I don't know if you all heard that, but Poonmaster Flex is here and she said she's proud that I'm running. Said she's so proud, in fact. Because she thinks that's the way to do that level. I don't disagree. It's more fun. It's like when you play that level Highway to the Danger Zone, it's a little more fun than the conservative style. She said, also, I got 6 fireworks, so it is the correct way to do it. That was just reinforced by the game. Ah! Wouldn't you think Bowser would be invincible to fire? Everything, he's all about fire. It's like fighting Aquaman with a super soaker. But you just fill it with pee. That's how you fight Aquaman. You won't win, but he'll be humiliated. He's like, I am King of Atlantis, Prince of Atlantis or something. I might be confusing him with Namor. It's funny because DC has Aquaman and Marvel has Namor, and Namor is like the meaner, bitchier version of the same character, which I'm like, actually, I think that fits for Prince of the Sea, who, you know, doesn't really get as much respect as he should. I think if I were in that position, I'd be more like Namor than like Aquaman. I remember reading an Aquaman comic where he goes into like a fish and chips place and he's eating fish and people are like horrified and they're like, isn't that like eating your cousin or something? And he's like, not at all. But I was like, well, I mean, can't you forgive people for thinking that though? Because like, I mean, I don't eat gorilla and it would be weird to. I probably would though. Given the opportunity, if someone was like, gorilla tastes amazing, I would probably try it. But I think I'd feel weird about it. Maybe not. It just feels close. But maybe if it was like an ape who was in like one of those Most Valuable Primate movies and then tore some lady's face off or something, I'd be like, well, I don't feel as bad about eating this guy. But then again, I'd be like, maybe it's not his fault that he tore that lady's face off. I'm not like the hugest, like, ooh, everything natural is best, but probably making an orangutan do like a rail slide on a skateboard in a movie is not great. Probably doesn't result in a great orangutan. A great ape, if you will. A grade A great ape. Thank you. I will be here all the duration of this video. Here's World 3-4. Is this the maze? Is this the first maze? Oh, shit. That was not good. It's kind of funny in this game, too, though, because when you're little Mario, some of these things are a little easier to navigate, like this one. You don't have Mario's dumb. I don't want to body shame him, but he's got kind of a dad bod. If it was like, if I had to choose between going through this with a dad bod or a not dad bod, I know what I pick. Oh, come on. He taps his little toes as it breaks, because he knows. You know, my question is, in the original lore of this game, like, am I killing Bowser every time? Is that like a different Bowser? Or is it the same Bowser each time? And he's just been, oh, damn it. He's just been temporarily defeated. Maybe I should make, like, medium effort to get coins, you know? Maybe that's, like, the right speed for me. I could probably get, like, 2 extra lives by the time I hit the end. But on the other hand, it's not like I've ever made it to 8-3 without continuing already, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Man, these levels with this guy used to be the hardest shit in the world when I was a kid, and now they're not so bad. Just keep moving. That's all you gotta do, is keep going. It's like that movie where they say keep swimming. What's that movie? Deep Blue Sea. The shark that kills everyone. Last night, Poonmaster Flex was asking me if I knew the shark in Jaws, what his name was, which I do. And I was thinking, like, in a weird way, like, okay, so it used to be, I think, pre-internet. Knowing a lot of stupid things like that was, like, great. And now it's not, I don't think, a valued skill. But it would be a valued skill in the office of BuzzFeed. Like, I feel like maybe what's happening there is they have a bunch of young people write the articles, because they're in touch with all these things that young people don't know. But they have, like, an old man like me who's like, did you know this? Did you know this? And they're all like, no. Because most of that stuff's, like, easily look-upable. But then you just have to find 10 of a thing and make a list. And you're done. You are a journalist. I'm not bitter at all about it. I'm not bitter at all that I spent so much of my youth learning the names of side characters in Star Wars that, you know, would then be usurped by other characters with equally silly names. I do like that. I like that they were like, well, we'll still keep naming Star Wars people like weird shit. We'll name this guy Cassian Andor, and this will be Jyn Erso. And you're like, alright, I guess those are names. I don't know. I think if I made a Star Wars movie, one of my moves, like one of my power moves, would be I would name a character Mike. What's his name? Mike Johnson. Hi, I'm Mike Johnson, leader of Gold Squadron. I feel like that would make people unhappy, but who knows? If it was, I would only want to do that if the Star Wars movie was an excellent Star Wars movie other than that one thing. To prove to people, like, some of these things about Star Wars don't matter as much as you think. These goofy names are not as important. Jedi Knights, Luke Skywalker, Yoda Palwoda, whatever the hell his name is, and Mike. Part of the self-hypnosis is you're supposed to be able to, like, practice and then get yourself into a hypnotic state really quick. Because they were like, as everyone knows, you know, the interval between sets in a tennis match is only 90 seconds or something between. And I was like, yeah, we all definitely know that. But I was like, maybe the time between levels on Mario is enough time to give yourself, like, a self-hypnosis pep talk. I'm getting fireworks out the ass here. There should be a number of fireworks you can get, and then you get an extra life. Like, I mean, if I get 12 in a playthrough or something, that's a ton. Oh, crap. Oh, wow. This is gonna be a difficult one. Shit. I must usually jump over that guy, huh? Or have a mushroom. I'm guessing that there's a mushroom in here somewhere. That I usually... Oh, or a star. That I'm missing at the beginning. Whoop! I know me. Suck it! If I had to get hit, I'm glad I killed him anyway. Ugh! Their hammer budget is out of control. A hammer costs, like... I mean, if you get a cheap hammer, it's gotta be $10. I kinda suspect the hammer is like an underrated home defense weapon. Like, to keep at your bedside table. Like, let's take guns out of the equation. It's like, I think a lot of people have a baseball bat. But it's like, how are you gonna get a good swing on a baseball bat, like, in the hallway of your house? It seems narrow. But a hammer, I think you could swing a hammer enough to get a devastating blow to someone's face. They were invading your home, so it's okay. It's okay to give them a permanent limp by hitting them in the head with a hammer. We discussed a lot of important topics while playing Mario. I did start thinking, though, I was like, you know, I bet lots of athletes would consider, like, thinking about Mario as, like, a de-stressing activity. They'd be like, what do I feel, you know, good mastery of? And, like, is low stakes and simple. They'd be like, oh, playing Mario. Then I'm like, well, shit. That's like my Wimbledon. So I maybe I need to think of an activity that's, like, that equivalent of lower stakes. What's my Mario to their Wimbledon? If Mario is my Wimbledon, how do I go lower, is what I'm saying. How can I possibly sink any further? I know it's what you've all been thinking. No! like that guy. It's like they put him there just so I have to get that mushroom and waste that time. Because it's like, well, you're gonna take a hit, so get this mushroom so you can take the hit. It's like, just don't put the guy there. I won't get the mushroom, and it'll work out the same. And all this fancy backwards jumping. Mushroom Kingdom's for regular jumping, not for backwards jumping. I'm trying to visualize myself winning level 8-3. Running, leaping over the Hammer Brothers. Them really giving me no problem. Possibly the game breaking so that they just don't appear. There are many ways I can visualize. I'm pretty sure the book would tell me something about, like, don't visualize a thing that's not going to happen. Like, your opponent calls in sick for Wimbledon, so you win. But, you know, some of us are realists. And that does seem like a fairly realistic way for me to defeat this game. It's like I was just playing through and then it was just like, actually, your princess is in this castle this time. Huh. Weird. Well, there you go. I guess you did it. You set up this whole other world. Do you want to play through? No? Yeah, I didn't think so. That's fair. So fast. That's the trick, to be faster than danger. There might actually be a good Super Mario movie before I finish this game. I'm kind of surprised, though, it took so long for them to take a second shot at that. It seems like such a like, designed for the sort of computer graphic animation era type of thing. I mean, the new games practically look like a movie. Now I sound like a grandpa. This looks like a movie! Look at these graphics! My goodness! Damn it. It would be very funny and defeating for someone to make a supercut of me making the exact same mistake. Like, how many times have I done that? I'm sure I've done it at least a couple times. That exact thing. Shit. But yeah, it seems like, I mean, the other Mario movie was probably like mid-90s, early 90s or something. Let's say 1992. When did Jurassic Park come out? Was that like 94? 92, 93? Because I think Mario actually may have come out right around Jurassic Park, maybe even a little after, which really did not serve that movie very well. Because you're like, Jurassic Park looks amazing. Movie magic can create literally anything. It can make a dinosaur out of thin air. And then they were like, but it cannot make this movie good. It cannot justify these terrible, terrible ideas that someone had. For a non-story. That's like the secret of Jurassic Park that it feels like so many movie makers forgot, which was like, all right, I'll make this movie, and it's gonna, here's what the visuals are gonna be, and this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen. And then they're like, oh fuck, we forgot to write a script. Well, this'll work itself out. It'll be fine. That feels like how, like, Johnny Mnemonic got made. They were like, we got these amazing character designs, we got these, this script, this is gonna be great. And then they're like, or not a script, I'm sorry. We got this director of photography. We've got these action sequences worked out. What's the story? Why do these things happen? Oh, I don't know. Nobody knows. Is that a story? Nobody knows? Can we get away with that? Nobody knows what's happening. Everyone's confused. I feel like maybe that movie will happen someday, where they just make this movie, it's like an action movie, and like weird crazy shit's happening the whole time, and the end of it is just kind of like, why is this happening? And everyone's like, I don't know, it just all happened. Sometimes stuff just happens. Ah, shit. I think I got cheated that time. I don't mind saying it. I'm man enough to say when I was cheated. And it wasn't my fault that I died. And that was one of those times. I should do a website that's like BuzzFeed, but it's just made up stuff. Mario was in an all-red uniform because originally he was going to be a serial killer from Earth. That was the surprise ending. Covered in blood. And no one knew because he had escaped to the Mushroom Kingdom where they didn't know his dark past. Or like he awakes in from his drug coma because he's in an insane asylum. None of this really happened. Bowser was the name of the head of security at the insane asylum. This is like a Grant Morrison story, by the way. I'm sure he's done this story. How many bullets can we have on screen? Damn it. Oh, those Hammer Brothers. I thought I would clear that. It's funny how this game, I struggle with a different level every time. Like the one time I was playing, it was that water level. And like this level probably didn't give me much trouble, and now this time, it's this level. What a fun, varied gameplay thing this is, huh? Shit! As long as they have those bricks to climb up on, these guys are defeatable. But when they're just on the ground, they're undefeatable. I'm declaring that. They cannot be defeated. Shit. don't think that's supposed to happen. Alright. Alright. You know what I've never understood about this? You got your Princess Toadstool. Who's the king? Who's the queen? Is there a king and queen? Is she the only one? But as my understanding is then she would be the queen. She's the only one. Oh, I got a YouTube comment. Those guys are called Buzzy Beetle. By the way. Just for everyone's knowledge. Those guys you cannot kill with a fireball. This is the one that gave me so much trouble the last couple times. I don't like my chances. As little Mario in the undersea world against these really fast, oh shit. What do you call these things? Urchins? Squid? Squid. The deadliest enemy we come up against that doesn't have a hammer. That doesn't actually have a weapon. Yes! I don't get it. I don't get why sometimes it just works. But it does. Can really make good use of that, I think. Shit. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. I got the complete Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe series, the Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia. I was like, the Narnia Chronicles? The Narnia Saga? Those Narnia kids? So I was gonna reread them. I mean, and when I say reread, I read them when I was in like 4th grade, and my teacher read them out loud to us. Which is kind of weird now, because I'm like, I guess these are Christian, like, fables, right? So it's a little weird, but I think it's fine. I certainly don't think at the time I put together, like, is this about Jesus? I mean, A, because I didn't know anything about Jesus, so that would have been pretty much impossible for me to put that together. If I had put together that they were about Jesus, I'd be like, this is way too obvious, everybody. This is not a metaphor anymore, this is the Bible. But I like that the last book is called The Last Battle. That worked out. It's like, alright, this is the last one. Whoa, that was a much better way to do that than the way I've been doing it. I don't think I can do it again, but it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Get my practice in here. It's good to get in a good practice sesh every weekend. That's what us athletes do. We practice. We train. Excuse me. I don't want to call this practice, because it's not practice. This is training. This is serious. Like, maybe I should make a tape that has the music of, like, it has the sounds of getting a mushroom or having a star, or like when you finish a level, whoop, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And that can just play over and over at night, and that'll help me hypnotize myself into thinking, oh my god. There was one tennis coach who was interviewed who said he made a special tape for his athletes, and 2 of his athletes did win Wimbledon or something. And I was like, man, I wonder what's on that tape. And then it was like, it just has classical music on it that calms people down. And I was like, he should not have told people that. He should be like, this is my special proprietary amazing tape that won 2 Wimbledons by 1899. Some people just don't know how to make money. Like they're allergic to money. What, do you just want people to win Wimbledon all the time? Because it's got Wim in it? It's Wim, not Wimbledon, by the way. I think they did that on purpose just to make us all feel stupid when we say win Wimbledon. I'm pretty sure most things are a conspiracy to make me feel stupid, and a lot of them succeed. You know, I think people should aim higher with their conspiracies to make me feel stupid, or make people feel stupid. But if me feeling stupid satisfies you, that's fine. That's just fine. Ugh. That was impatience at play. That was unfortunate. I was feeling pretty good about that. Yikes. This really is where it all falls apart, huh? It's like when I've played golf. It's like all around, somewhere around hole 7. Which I know, if you know about golf is 18 holes. So hole 7 leaves a lot of holes to fall apart on. One might say the majority of holes are bad. And you would be right on that math. That would be an accurate description of golf, of me playing golf. Also, when I say it falls apart, it's like, not like up to that point it was amazing. Okay, it's not Tiger Woods and then me. It's like me and then an even worse version of me. Like, who would have thought it was possible? But it's possible. Turns out it's possible. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. So much jumping. I guess that's why they called him Jumpman first. That seemed like it was 3, but really like 2 1/3 or something. There's just so much happening, like, at the very outset of this level. And then it kind of doesn't let up. Kind of just keeps being a lot happening. This is like kind of what it feels like inside my brain sometimes. When people ask that question, which they never do. But if someone ever does, I'm going to be like, have you ever played level 8-2 on Super Mario Land? Super Mario Brothers for the NES? That's kind of what it's like inside my head most of the time. There's just a lot of things happening. And you get distracted by something that's not important and then end up focusing on it, and something unimportant becomes important. It's a lot. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot. 8-1. What even is this? This is for children. Maybe I should run more in this level. Poonmaster Flex is agreeing, but I can't tell. I think it's sarcastic agreement. It's not, she says. But I'm not sure. Whoop. Damn it. That is a very silly one to miss. The Goombas kind of look like they're wearing little tighty whities. Once you see it, it's kind of hard to unsee it. They're like all little angry old men that you just got out of bed. And they put their shoes on, but they just have their tighty whities. No pants. You're messing with their yard. Nobody messes with my yard. Look at my out-of-control eyebrows that I refuse to manicure. Because that's a woman's thing, and I'm an old man. I didn't know if you could start running so late. Turns out, yes, you can. Still don't advise it, though. I should try sometime this level and, like, try to diligently grab every coin. I think World 8-1 is the one that, like, gets you used to the idea that these are long levels and you might not make it. Like, I feel like if you grab every coin, it's a trick on this level because it's like, you're not gonna make it. You can't possibly get every coin and finish in time. Beginner's trap, if you will. Oh. Sometimes when I get very lucky, I like to pretend I did something. Like I did something good or that I deserved it. This makes me feel better about the universe, like it's not all just random. That made me feel worse about the universe. Visualizing myself, and it's that black screen, and it says level 8-3, and it says picture of Mario times 3. There's always a thing on these older games too, because you were like, does 0 count as a life? So when I've got 1, does that mean I can die one more time and continue playing? Or is it like kind of a realistic, you've got 1 life to live, sir. And you're gonna squander it falling into a hole. another thing about video game realities. Like, in video game, you know, like, if Wreck-It Ralph was real, they would know a lot of people who died from falling in a big hole. I don't know anybody who's died from falling in a big hole. I'm sure it's happened, but I don't know anyone. I used to have... So, one summer we were going to the Grand Canyon when I was a kid. And, like, before we were going, I had a recurring nightmare that I fell into the Grand Canyon. And, you know, died, I guess. I fell very far and then woke up. So I didn't die. You know, not in a Freddy Krueger situation where you die in real life, duh. But yeah, I was, like, terrified to go to the Grand Canyon. I was like, why? There's this huge hole where it's like you could slip off the side and fall into your doom. Why are we going here for vacation? If anything, what we should be doing is, like, finding the Grand Canyons of the world, the danger zones, and saying, like, all right, for our vacation, we're going to go to whatever's the furthest from that. I mean, that's why Disneyland is better than the Grand Canyon. Because it's like Disneyland is designed to give you the thrill of the Grand Canyon, but the safety of taking a vacation in, like, I don't know, Milwaukee? Something? Just kind of walking around a fairly small city. I don't know if Milwaukee's safe. It could be a hellhole for all I know. You know, these turtles have wings, but they, like, can't think of anything better to do with them than just hop around and, like, attack Mario. It's like, my god, you're the first turtle who's ever flown. What do you do with it? I mean, I guess the Wright brothers just, like, crashed in some fucking field, right? They didn't do anything spectacular. Oh my god, that was a bad decision. Oh no! That was my 8-3. I was gonna make it. Oh no. Oh dear. This is not going well. I don't mean to imply it's just now starting to not go well. It's been not going well the whole time. But it was really noticeable at that moment. That's the thing. It's like, it's never going great, but there are certain times when it's, like, highlighted how badly it's going. And that was one of those times. I think that doing this, though, I feel like I'm doing a service to the community of video game players, because it's like, hey, you know, if you're feeling bad about yourself because you're not, like, playing as good as you normally would, just watch one of these videos. And, like, be like, alright, we all have our bad days, and they're not as bad as this guy's good day. I do think it's funny, because, like, when I look back at being a kid, and they'd be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And, like, the sort of joke answers were, like, water slide tester and video game player. And now video game player, I'm like, actually, that's kind of a realistic career for some people. They, like, get a Twitch channel and do it. And I can forgive, like, high school guidance counselors at the time for having no idea that this would be a thing. Because who could have predicted? But high school guidance counselors should have bought, like, stock in YouTube and stuff. Because they should have been like, you know, literally every kid I talk to is like, I'm gonna be a video game player when I grow up. And this is how you could actually be a video game player and make money doing so. Like, I bet a high school guidance counselor started Twitch. That's probably what happened. They were like, every kid wants to do this. How is it possible to make that a dream that's achievable? I guess we all pictured it being like The Wizard, the Fred Savage movie. It's like you would go to, I don't know, a big tournament and be amazing at video games. We never thought it would be like some idiot who's trying to beat a very beatable game before he's 40. Playing in mediocre to bad fashion. I'm really beating the odds, is what I'm saying. I'm pretty amazing in entrepreneurship. Alright, here we go. 8-3. We did it. This is the final non-castle level. And I'm on it. Don't tell me what to do. That was close. Last time I played, I got none of those. None of these power-ups because I couldn't get them. Alright, B-hole. No. No! I'm up here. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Tricked you. Oh no! They got me. Do you want to play? 3 lives? It's back at 8-1. That's child's play level. This is a very simple level. Plonk, plonk. Not the end. Don't be fooled. Don't get all excited. Okay. Try to not die. Are you impressed? Foodmaster Flex is impressed. Sticking out her lower lip like, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Oh my god. That went wrong, then okay, then immediately back to wrong. Damn it. 8-2, man. This is where the game gets real serious. About killing you. There's gasping going on. Not unwarranted. I have to make progress. I can't just stand around. No one finishes this game by standing around. No one finishes doing it the way I'm doing it either. I think this is my last shot for the day. It'll be about an hour of practice. I think I'm starting to understand why I was never good at sports as a kid. Because you would practice like once a week for an hour. It's like, that's probably not enough to get good at anything, right? I mean, because an hour a week is like 10 minutes a day. And I don't think you can do anything in that period. It's like there was this thing going around for a while that was like 8-minute abs. And it was like, you'll have shredded abs as long as you put in 8 minutes a day. And I was like, I don't believe you. Unless the 8 minutes is spent taking performance-enhancing drugs, then you probably could. Do 4 minutes of steroid taking and 4 minutes of hard ab work, and maybe that does work. I should have paused and visualized myself going up those stairs and not falling in. I don't know if visualization, if I've got this right, though. If it's like, is it the right thing to be like, I'm going to visualize myself not falling in? It seems like I should be more positive. Like, I'm going to visualize myself succeeding. Later, nerd. Master Flex doesn't like when I just let the bullets trail along. Oh no! Oh dear. I got this figured out. This guy too. These guys a little trickier. Look at that bullet. That's not even real. Ten. Ah!
This is why you don't let them just come after you.
Well, I tried. It was pathetic.
No. I know.
Poonmaster Flex is gonna leave me, everyone.
No, I'm not.
We're gonna draw papers. I'll see you later.